Welcome back to Cooking with Andy, a video series based on how bacteria and humans have co-evolved over time. Previously, we reviewed how restaurants play a role in preventing us from getting diseases and how we can learn how to make food ourselves while keeping us safe from any possible illness. Today, we will be looking at the natural interaction between pathogen and humans, specifically E. coli. Through their existence together, humans and bacteria have evolved separately and together in the form of interactions in which each organism tries to get the upper hand over the other through mutations and changes that make one better set for the environment over the other. Is this arms race that has assisted in the survival of both creatures? Part of E. coli's success is due to the structural integrity of its membrane. E. coli is a gram-negative bacteria with a thin membrane lacking to peptidoglycan molecule that helps retain a gram-stain dye. However, that is not the only difference in E. coli membranes. In a 2014 study led by 7 scientists documented the NCBI, E. coli membranes have in some areas of the membrane phospholipid molecules while others have lipopolysaccharides. The variance creates an asymmetric membrane that obstructs the flow of toxins through protein channels called OPLA. This prevents toxins from entering the bacteria, making it more resistant to antibiotics and other more deadly chemicals. Internally, as a prokaryotic organism, the E. coli bacteria is the only basic organelles, genetic material, and ribs inside cytoplasm and a flagella for movement. We naturally have some E. coli bacteria inside our digestive system, but additional and also beneficial forms of bacteria can come from contaminated meat via foodborne transmission. This also comes in the form of ground beef when meat is not thoroughly cleaned and contains the remains of intestinal E. coli bacteria from cattle. Although most E. coli bacteria are harmless or even beneficial, there's one specific kind of E. coli that is notorious for causing serious harm to a person. This is Shiga toxin serogroup, collectively called Shiga toxin producing Escherichia coli or STEC. Bacteria generate Shiga toxin 2, which interrupts protein synthesis around the stage related to the Golgi apparatus and the cell causing apoptosis. The most common regions of targeting include renal glomerular cells and cells lining your intestine. Symptoms like bloody diarrhea, nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, loss of appetite, a fever over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, and overall discomfort appear 3 to 4 days later. Most people with healthy immune systems can recover from the illness within 6 to 8 days. However, for most of those with weaker immune systems and in infancy, the bacteria has a chance of being fatal. Often it causes severe complications such as hemolytic uremic syndrome, intestinal damage, and possible meningitis. To treat it, doctors suggest getting lots of rest and drinking water to avoid dehydration. The only way for this foodborne illness to be cured is for the body to resolve the illness itself, as antibiotics could further increase damage. Right about this time, when the infection is moving forward and extra treatment has not yet arrived, the body begins to call upon its immune system and lymphatic system for defense. The immune system plays the role of barriers and fighters, beginning with mucous membranes, skin, and other external organs. They make up the first line of defense. Next are more specialized cells such as antigen-presenting cells and granulocytes. Antigen-presenting cells include macrophages and dendritic cells that engulf pathogens and present peptide chains to activate more white blood cells. Similarly, granulocytes help with the inflammatory response and counters all kinds of pathogens from bacteria to helminths. This comprises the innate immune response. Finally, lymphocytes such as B cells from red bone marrow and T cells from the thymus comprise of the specific immune response. When activated by antigen-presenting cells, B cells become plasma cells and generate antibodies, and T cells activate more B cells and T cells. They also generate memory cells that help record the antigen and circulate the body in case of another infection. Together, these cells help respond to any dangerous breach of the human body. The immune system works very closely with the lymphatic system, which acts as a transport system, moving the defensive cells of the immune system. In addition, it assists in the reabsorption of interstitial fluid and fat absorption from the intestines. The lymphatic system is made of lymph capillaries, vessels, nodes, trunks, and ducts. Inside, lymph circulates fluid back to the bloodstream. Lymphocytes move within this fluid and often settle around lymph nodes, serving as a waiting army at checkpoints. In fat absorption, specialized lymphatic capillaries called lacteals are able to pick up small lipids and triglyceride molecules and transport them to the liver. Often, the immune and lymphatic system work hand in hand with the cardiovascular system to help move more leukocytes or white blood cells, which includes all previously mentioned types of cells, to the site of damage so that bacteria does not cause further harm to the organ or body. It may also work with the endocrine system, generating hormones to produce more leukocytes to help with the fight.
Together, humans and bacteria have been in the arms race which can stand against others' defenses to survive and reproduce. Bacteria like E. coli look for new ways to infect and reproduce themselves, while the immune and lymphatic system look to defend against these bacteria. The Shiga toxin producing E. coli that we focus on today has managed to balance its invasive capabilities but also not killing the host. The average healthy person can theoretically recover in about a week's time, which allows bacteria to retain its position with stabilizing selection, where it's not too strong to kill, but not too weak to be unable to do its job correctly. Each person has to find new mechanisms or new antibodies to make their defense strong enough to prevent the body from dying. In other words, the relationship between bacteria trying to improve its ability to infect and the human body trying to evolve to defend against bacteria has pushed each in its state of co-evolution to make a relationship that has not hurt either, instead tries to benefit both.
STEC infection to recover from the damage the Shiga toxins cause, according to the lab journal on glomerular regeneration on Quaker.com. Specific regenerative cells can replace damaged cells. In addition, the mucous membranes in the intestines regenerate themselves every 2 to 4 days, according to bionumbers.org. Together, they help people recover from an encounter with E. coli. In all good terms, the bacteria has helped us evolve new capabilities to better counter specific diseases. As they get stronger and have gotten stronger, our human bodies are developing ways to counter the bacterial strengths and effective capabilities with the immune system and lymphatic system and equalize the playing field. Today, it's all about which one is a better fit at holding off the other one to achieve its goal of surviving and